So domestic abuse is controlling and harmful behaviours, usually between partners and family. And it can be financial abuse, physical, sexual, emotional, coercive and controlling, stalking and harassment. Yeah, so it leaves families and individuals having to start again, having to rebuild their lives, finding somewhere new to live, and just starting from scratch.
The most common one that springs to mind is that it only affects women, when men are also just as likely to be victims. So quite often people seem to think, oh, well, why don't they just leave? It's often not that simple. It's usually a dynamic that's been built over time that makes it really difficult to leave and unsafe.
So an obvious one would be unexplained bruises. Controlling where a person goes, who they see, who they spend time with. Controlling finances, not allowing that person to work so they become reliant on the other person. Isolating that person from friends, family, moving them away so they're not close to their support network.
So obviously there's our team, which is a domestic abuse team. We work with individuals who are at risk of or experiencing domestic abuse. We also work quite closely with solicitors, and they can provide more information on things like non-molestation and restraining orders. We've also got a housing team who obviously help people explore their avenues in terms of housing, so obviously that can be a big issue for people experiencing domestic abuse.
So I think raising as much awareness as possible, speaking about it more within communities, and I think workplaces doing training on domestic abuse as well, speaking about it more, just raising as much awareness as possible.
So I think by continuing to engage with that person, so if it becomes difficult to stay in touch with them, I think we'll do our part and keep trying to make sure they're okay. That's our role. I think obviously having the housing workers within GIPSA was really helpful, because I think a massive part of leaving an abusive relationship is being able to move. And also throughout the whole process, we'll do safety planning with the service user, just to make sure that they know what to do to keep themselves safe and what we can do.
Yes, so there was a young girl who I supported. She was about 16. She needed to leave the family home because Dad was being very emotionally abusive, and very inappropriate as well around her. So inappropriate to Mum, but also around her. She ended up reaching out to our service and she got help with emergency housing. So she got housed by us, and then she got referred into our DV service. And I supported her around safety planning and what this looks like, how to keep herself safe. Even though she was away from the home environment, she was still needing to keep safe whilst travelling to college and being out and about. We looked at self-esteem work, building her confidence up, and we looked at setting boundaries, evaluating the relationship that she had with Dad and also with Mum. And we looked at different terms, so emotional abuse and what that actually meant, as well as gaslighting, because there was a lot of that going on, which she was aware of, but she didn't fully understand the term. And we looked at financial abuse, because that was going on as well, and coercive and controlling behaviours. So looking at all these things helped her have a better understanding of the abuse that was going on. And mainly for her to understand that the abuse wasn't her fault.
So I think they can help people, victims, to identify behaviours that indicate that a relationship might be abusive, they might have just thought was normal otherwise. I think to normalise speaking about it, it can feel like a really big and scary thing to confront, but if there are more conversations going on about it, it feels like less of a daunting thing to talk about.
So with OWL there's so many services. Obviously there's a housing service, so that would be used to help rehouse a survivor. But then we've also got the gas team that can help with benefits and finances. There's obviously the DV team. There's the counselling service. There's the wellbeing service, and we also have groups and activities on at Archway, which can be good in helping a survivor get back into the community, make some new friends, build their confidence. With the DV service, we would look at safety planning to make sure that the move is as safe as possible. We also work very closely with the solicitors, so we would look at if the survivor needed a non-molestation order, we can support with that. We would also look at doing some healthy relationship work to help with confidence, understanding domestic abuse, and mainly for the survivor to know that the abuse is not their fault.